He's back!
What's going on, everybody? It's your host, Jimmy Johnson Jr., and I'm back on my podcast, Vitaminsports. We take vitamins every day, just like we talk about sports every day. Look, man, this guy been asking me to be on this show for the longest time. He's been a pain in my butt. Now we got him on here. Let's introduce Greg. Hey! So, Greg, let's talk. We're both Lakers fans.
Yes.
What did you think about this season?
We didn't have no shooters.
Yes,
We had a bunch of playmakers, no shooters. Right. If you build that team, you got LeBron James. He facilitates. He's gonna find shooters.
Right.
Who you pass the ball to? Spencer Dinwiddie?
Yeah.
Can't shoot.
Austin Reeves, inconsistent.
Yes.
That's pretty much it for real, because when you look at the Lakers, how they constructed, they had the pieces to get the job done, but they couldn't get it done.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people were relying on Anthony Davis to show up and do what he's supposed to do, but he did. He showed up. He played a lot of games. I can't count it. He played a lot of games. He definitely was robbed of
Defensive
Player of the Year. He should have been on that because he was number 2 in every statistical stat defensively. Rudy Gobert was number 3, but they only gave it to him because he was on the number 1 defensive team. And I don't understand that. How do you?
I don't understand.
I thought it was Defensive Player of the Year, not
Defensive
Team of the Year. I mean, but you know, I think the Lakers. Somebody asked me this question the other day. They said, Jimmy, how do you feel about the Lakers and what they should do? And I'm like, I don't know what the Lakers should do because the Lakers can't really move anybody. LeBron's a free agent. D'Lo's a free agent. Those were your most movable pieces, and it's just like, can't draft nobody. Nobody really wants your draft picks. We're just stuck right now. What you think?
Well, I think we need to let LeBron go. I'm telling the truth. I think we need to let LeBron James go and just build around Anthony Davis.
So
about that focal point.
So would you like? I know it probably won't happen, but they won't let LeBron James go because if they really want to, they would get more picks. They would probably get some contribution, and they would get some money freed up. But you know, everybody, you know, can't say the word, but you know what I'm saying.
It's all about money too, so.
Yeah, and it's just like, and I tell people all the time, like, LeBron James is great, but your team gonna suffer in the end. And you know, us Lakers fans, we ain't used to losing too many seasons.
That's right.
Especially us by being spoiled with Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, along with Phil Jackson, Kobe Bryant, and Shaquille O'Neal. We were spoiled for those great dynasties, and now we got LeBron James. And you know they talk about building a statue.
Anyway, I don't like that idea of building LeBron James statue.
True. And they talk about retiring his jersey.
Not a Lakers jersey. They can't.
I think people forget about Kobe.
Yeah. LeBron James don't make people better anymore. He once did, he don't do it no more.
So how do you feel about us getting a new coach for the 100th time?
I want to coach with some experience. I don't want to go get JJ Redick.
They said, but he knows the game of basketball. He's an analyst. And people like to throw out that narrative of, wow, they have, Jason Kidd was a player and he became a coach. But what a lot of people don't realize is Jason Kidd started out as an assistant coach. Yeah. Then he became a head coach. And then he got another head coaching job. And, you know.
So you want to take an analyst and say, you're our head coach with no coaching experience ever.
Actually, not even just an analyst. LeBron James co-hosts on their podcast.
Yes.
So now we got to deal with a Draymond Green type situation with JJ Redick and LeBron James. I think LeBron James is in that atmosphere of he's been great for so long without a good head coach, and no disrespect to Eric Spoelstra because Eric Spoelstra is definitely a good coach. But other than Eric Spoelstra entirely, they ain't a good coach that he had.
Yeah. And then when he did have a good coach, you gonna get rid of him.
Get rid of him because they're gonna blame him for not making the moves that he's supposed to, not getting the players he's supposed to, not running the same system he's supposed to. And it's funny, when LeBron James on Miami, do you know he tried to get rid of Eric Spoelstra? And Pat Riley was like, you got 0. I got 1, at least a couple championships more than you, but Lakers season's over. Who you got to win the NBA championship?
I really don't care. I just like watching good basketball. As long as the game good, I really don't care. As long as Boston don't win.
Because then they'll have one up on us
That's
again.
right.
So I got one more thing. Forget Boston. But when you hear the comparisons of our guy, do you see anybody else's game is like Kobe Bryant's game?
Nobody never will be like Kobe Bryant. There's only one Kobe Bryant.
You heard it here. Now, they said DeMar Rosen got it. I don't know. He don't play defense. They said Devin Booker got it. He don't have a killer instinct. He don't play defense. They said Anthony Edwards got it. He don't play on-ball defense as great as Kobe Bryant. And they try to compare what he's doing at 22 compared to what Kobe was doing at 22. Well, let's get this fact out there. Did you know they don't play the same basketball like they did when Kobe was playing? You know about hand checking? I wish they would hand check somebody. Get up.
You foul out the game.
Right. But, I just don't think they should be comparing to guys to Kobe Bryant. What you think?
No, definitely. Because you can't even touch nobody no more as a foul. When Kobe was playing, it was defense.
You saw Kobe got sling bladed. Those who don't know what sling bladed is wrestling term. But, I don't know.
Like I said, it will never be another Kobe Bryant ever.
Okay, let's put it like this. Let's get it going, because this is what you really came here for. You want to talk about what you want to talk about?
The Ravens.
Why you want to talk about my Ravens?
Because they suck.
Wait, man. We ain't about to sit here and talk about the Ravens.
Let's talk about the Ravens.
You know what? I'm gonna end this right now.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry about that, but he was great to say some nonsense, and we had to bleep that out real quick. So, but go ahead, Greg. You want to talk about the Ravens?
What do you think your upcoming season gonna look like?
Well, we got the guy that used to run y'all down, Derrick Henry. So, in all honesty, I think it's a little too early to talk about the direction that the Ravens want to go into because we still in OTAs. I like what I see. I like what I'm hearing. I did hear some shots fired at Marlon Humphrey by Bleach Report saying
overrated.
Yeah, he got all this money, but he not doing what he's supposed to do. So that's that. I definitely look forward to seeing what my defense can do, especially with guys leaving. And I talked about this before. The guys they said were losing, let's be honest, they were good, but the added addition of Mike McDonald, being in Mike McDonald's system for 2 years, and having Roquan Smith, those guys made them better. So, all respect to Patrick Queen, all respect to Geno Stone. But I think the Ravens will be more of a standstill compared to other teams. Other teams got better. I would say we lost pieces, but we filled those pieces in with rookies. So, what do you think about the Colts? Because they suck.
The Colts are going to be back this year. We got healthy Anthony Richardson. JT is healthy, ready to go. We signed Michael Pittman back. We got a great draft that we had. We had a great draft.
They got no wide receiver.
That's right, Aiden Mitchell.
Who?
So 10 wins or better.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you heard that. He said 10 wins or better. So now, so you said y'all gonna win the division?
We're gonna be right there.
That wasn't an answer to my question. So they either gonna be coming in second or third place.
Like he said, it's early.
It is early, but he wanted to talk about my Ravens, so I'm gonna talk about his team because the gloves are off. Listen here, they got to deal with Jacksonville, who got Trevor Lawrence. He's coming back. He's gonna be better. They also got better in the receiving end, and they added more pieces on the defensive end. Number two, they got to deal with the young Texans, man. It ain't no game. It ain't no joke. It ain't nothing to play with. The Texans are here to stay.
Yes, they are.
Yeah.
And we're here to stay too. I'm telling you, everybody's sleeping on the Colts. We're going to be way better than they think we are. You heard that from me.
You heard that from him. So, Greg, now that you're a part of the Vitamin Sports family, because you got your hoodie, he's still waiting on his shirt, ladies and gentlemen. But what is it like to listen to Vitamin Sports?
Man, Vitamin Sports are great. I think everybody should listen to it. Because Jimmy, we not his, but you know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I'll give him that.
So what was your best podcast and the one that you're looking forward to?
This one gonna be the best one.
Why is it's gonna be the best
one?
I'm
on here.
True.
This is gonna be
so
the best one.
So what's the best one you've heard?
I haven't listened to him in a while because I work so much, Jimmy. But the first one I actually listened to, I was like, man, Jimmy really makes sense. And I was very, very impressed too. I was like, dang, Jimmy really, he know what he's talking about. He know the game. He don't know about the history. Like when I take him back to the 70s, he be like, dang, you don't know that. But
I mean, my team was around in the 70s.
Who?
The Ravens.
Yeah, the Cleveland Browns. But anyway.
But no, my team left on the Mayflower in the middle of the night, which is your team.
Yeah.
So this is beef, really,
Exactly.
because yeah. So let me give you a quick story. Me and him made a bet.
Yes.
About the Ravens, between the Ravens and the Colts game. I wish I knew him the year before when we got the comeback win, and we beat them. But then when we played them this year, it just something wasn't right. I had all the confidence in the world. He'll tell you all the confidence in the world. He said, Jimmy, I bet you if the Colts win, you gotta wear Colts gear for a week. You don't tell me what it's like.
He was a man of his word and what the coach gave for, and I gave it to him every single day.
Every single day. And the crazy part about it is, after that, we still on a win streak. So then, once we got close to the end of the season, he was like, "Oh, I bet your team won't win." I was like, "I bet you they will," and they won. They beat the Texans. Then we played against the Kansas City Chiefs. And I knew he was sweating. Look at him shaking his head. He was sweating. He was like, "Oh man, y'all gonna lose." He said, "Y'all gonna lose." And when I came into work, man, I was distraught. But I came in here and I was a man of my word. I stood to what I believed in, and I was like, "Man, I can't believe it. Can't believe we lost." I just wanted to see the look on Greg's face, because Greg, if we don't win that game,
I wouldn't have came to work. I wouldn't have came to work that next day. Then I'd have came back. But when I came to work and I seen that your head was down, and I had to come and find you.
Ladies and gentlemen, he said he had to come and find me. Now, he did not. I was working. All you had to do, the same thing how we set up right here, all you had to do was come over and say, "Yo, Jimmy, what's going on?" And I was like, "You know what? You got that." But also, we both like basketball. We actually, look, I got my revenge again. Because he said I would never beat him ever. And I beat him twice.
Yes, you did.
Twice. And I can't lie, I gotta give props for the whole world. This is one of the greatest shooters I ever shot against. He ain't gonna never hear me say that again, but he gonna keep rewinding this on the podcast, on YouTube. Like, Jimmy, did you say that?
Yeah.
So when we watch AAU basketball here,
yeah.
And what do you think these kids nowadays are missing?
Shooting. Toughness.
Come on, keep it going. No. We on Vitamin Sports. You can't sugarcoat
it.
Yeah,
I was like, no, shooting toughness. Because they play in front of a cone, too many trainers. The way to get tough, go outside and play on the concrete. That's how I learned.
That's how I learned too. Shout out to Coach Melvin Vine. Shout out to Coach Lamont for teaching me, man. But it's just, when I watch these kids play, man, it's bad. It's like, how do we really sit here and call them basketball players? They're not even hoopers. They're just guys that just play ball at this point, because now everybody got to be on the same team. Everybody got every friend. That's like me and him being on the same team. Championship.
I'll be the leading scorer.
What? I'm going to be a leading scorer. I'm going to get all the points. the triple doubles. He gonna get all the shots because I'm gonna give him the assist.
Batman, Robin.
Batman, Nightwing. But no, it's really Superman though. But it's just when we go out there and we watch them kids play, it's just
I don't like AAU basketball.
Why?
Because it could be somebody that's 19 playing against 15-year-olds.
Yeah.
Like,
or it could be somebody named Bronny James playing against somebody like me, and I beat Bronny James.
You probably will beat Bronny because Bronny can't shoot.
Bronny, you know what's crazy? It was more people ripping and raving about the NBA Combine than I ever seen before.
Yeah, because of Bronny James.
They said he shot the highest 3-point percentage in that. Who guarding him?
Nobody. I can hit 12 threes, ain't nobody.
We do that on the shoot around.
That's right, so
it's like, I don't know, man. You know what? This is gonna be part 1. We're gonna do part 2. They probably say, what's part 2? Part 2 is when we go shoot some hoops and we have a conversation.
you definitely won't win that.
See, ladies and gentlemen, I beat him twice in 1-on-1. And I beat him twice.
First of all, I'm not a one-on-one player no more.
Tell him why you're not a 1-on-1 player.
Because I'm old.
How old are you, girl?
I'm old enough.
So we played 1-on-1, and I beat him twice. Then we played on teams.
Oh, I sucked that day bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, he sold the bag. He let somebody in Crocs beat him.
I mean, who had on Crocs?
Tay.
Oh, yeah.
He let him beat him in Crocs. I done talked to Greg for like a week. He's like, hey, my bad, yo. I'm like, But in conclusion, man, I appreciate you coming on the platform, man. We definitely gotta do this again, but this time we gotta do it in the gym where we can, people can see us, you know, hear me shoot the jump shot, you know, because you know I got better.
Okay.
I'm challenging anybody out there, anybody, Steph Curry, LeBron James, you name it, it's on.
I'm a way better shooter than he will ever be. He beat me twice, but he will never beat me again.
Tell him how I beat you twice.
He beat me twice. Well, how many times did you lose against me?
I don't know, see 3.
3 times.
Yeah.
Straight.
That's crazy, but that's all the time we have. I've been host Jimmy Johnson Jr. This is Greg, and this is Vitamin Sports. See ya.